DRAM is small as compared to SRAM. Like the number of transistors used to store that one bit is comparatively less in case of DRAM.
So what you're saying is that we store charge with dynamic. You use the word we dynamically store charge on a capacitor, and the cell size is smaller than an SRAM. What do you mean by dynamically store charge on a capacitor?
Sir, like in case of SRAM, as we have studied that we have like we have back-to-back latches, like there is a continuous feedback that is driving the gate of another inverter. But in case of DRAM, we store the charge and then we periodically charge it so that we do not lose the data. We do not have continuous driving of the.
Okay. So any other ideas, attempts?
So as it is dynamic, so that's why we need a refreshing circuit so that the charge is not lost by leakage. And also the capacity of DRAM is much larger as compared to SRAM because it is way denser than SRAM.
Okay. So Anuj is saying it is synchronous because of periodic refresh. So SRAMs also, we talked about SRAMs, we talked about them as synchronous SRAMs only, abhi tak to at least. We did not talk about asynchronous SRAMs, though there are asynchronous SRAMs, but asynchronous circuits are more and more out these days, but they will probably come back. Okay, asynchronous circuits will probably come back for low power systems because, for example, in sensors, pervasive sensors at that, where you do not want to have any clock because clock tree consumes a lot of power. So you may want to have asynchronous circuits there. Okay, so yeah, but abhi tak humne SRAMs ki terms mein bhi we only talked about synchronous SRAMs. The data sheet that I showed you or anything that I shared with you was all around synchronous SRAMs. And yes, DRAMs to synchronous hai because but again, that clock may not be given by the user. That clock could be designed, or that clock could be generated within the DRAM also, DRAM chip also. Okay. So, okay. So I think I see that you guys have a fair idea, and we can skip this section. Can we?
So this is just the basic knowledge which you have, like the limited knowledge. I mean, there's more to DRAM. I know that.
नहीं इतने में DRAM हो गया नहीं हुआ okay no Anuj, I'm not skipping, don't worry, I'm just Anuj तो serious हो गया So I'm happy that you guys have a fair level of knowledge about DRAMs already. So this is what a DRAM cell looks like. We call it as a 1T 1C cell. This is the most common DRAM cell that you have. And over here we have what we call as the pass gate or the select transistor, the select switch, whatever. And we have the capacitor on which we will store the charge. So if you want to write into this cell, what do? You will first take the bit line to 0, if you want to write a 0 there, and you will take word line to 1. And when word line is turned on, this select transistor goes on, and whatever charge was there on this int node would get out. Similarly, if we say that I had to write a 1, then I would take bit line to 1 and take the word line on, and then whether there was a 1 or a 0 there, I will charge this capacitor. Okay, so int is charge or discharge to the desired level by selecting this switch transistor M1. And it is evident that we have only one transistor over here, the other thing is a capacitor, so this cell is expected to be dense. But till now we have not even looked at how to design a capacitor on silicon, have we? How can you design a capacitor on silicon?
So you design like it could be designed as if क्या बोलते हैं उसको, MOS capacitance जैसे basically होता है, like you have the depleted region of source and then you basically dope the wells, dope the N and dope the source and the drain, and then you can actually have a MOS capacitance kind of a thing. I exactly don't remember the MOS capacitance कैसे दिखता है, but it's like fabricated in terms of as a basic MOS capacitance. जैसे MOSFET हम बनाते हैं उसी का तरीके से ही MOS capacitance बनता है. I don't know the intermediate steps, वो भूल गया थोड़ा बीच का.
Okay, so what Swapnil is saying is that we could have one MOSFET there. So instead of just looking like one transistor and one capacitor, this would then be a 2 transistor memory cell. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Because the other transistor also needs to be designed. Hello?
Yes, sir. I also think that.
Yes, sir, right.
Sir,
Hmm?
I think there is one more thing that we can make a capacitor between two parallel metal lines. We can have some internal capacitor and we can model that.
Two metal lines के बीच में रयान अगर कैपेसिटर बनाएंगे तो हमारी metal 1 to metal 1 spacing कितनी ज्यादा है? The capacitor will be bad capacitor. We will need lots of area to make a capacitor with metal lines.
Or between poly and metal, like that. Can you make?
Poly and metal. Interesting. So we'll just look into how to make these capacitors. But yeah, what we are looking at is that we need to design at least one transistor, which is a switch, and then a capacitor. That capacitor, Swapnil said, could be a MOSFET itself, gate capacitance of a MOSFET. Rayan said it could be metal to poly capacitor. Someone would say that it could be the capacitance of a PN junction. I could make a diode and the PN junction in itself is a capacitor. है ना? Reverse bias PN junction has a huge amount of capacitance there.
So other thing could be that you can have a like MOS, like you can have a simple P substrate, उसके ऊपर आपने oxide layer बिछा दी, उसके ऊपर आपने metal की layer बिछा के उसके ऊपर एक VG tap कर दिया, so that is a simple MOS capacitance. Not actually make a transistor, उसका
So source drain मत बनाओ. Source drain मत बनाओ.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. But still you will need to make the gate.
हाँ.
It would, in the layout it would still look like something like a gate. Huh? Okay, we get that. So many ideas. We will see what is done. Okay, we will see in a little while. But yes, rest assured, even then, whether you make it with a MOSFET, whether you make it with a MOS capacitance, gate capacitance, or whatever, this looks to be denser than a 60 SRAM cell, is it not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, when we say that DRAMs are typically large, that can be considered as a valid statement. And now when we want to do a read into this DRAM cell, what do? You would first turn on the word line. Then whatever charge is there on the capacitor, that would couple onto the bit line. Then you turn on the sense amplifier. And as soon as you turn on the sense amplifier, the bit line would also get discharged and the internal node would also get discharged. तो यहाँ पे इंटरनल नोड को डिस्चार्ज करने की नीड क्यों आई?
सर क्योंकि चार्ज शेयर हो रहा है ना बिट लाइन और
because charge is getting shared. As soon as you turn on this M1, what happened? The charge, suppose there was a 0 stored over here, charge from the bit line went into the capacitor. Because some charge went into the capacitor, therefore there was a dip in the level of bit line. That was what you sensed. Agar wo charge, had that charge not gone from here, you would not have been able to read. But because this is a much smaller capacitor than the bit line is a long big line, and this capacitor has to be small because we want to make the memory cells small and dense. So this capacitor would almost lose the 0 over here. It would come at the same voltage as this. And therefore, when you do the read operation, complete the read operation with the sense amplifier turning on, you have to ensure that word line is on for that duration also. See, in SRAMs, what did we look at? We said that when we are reading, we can actually decouple the sense amplifier and we can precharge the bit lines as soon as the sense amplifier is turned on. याद है आपका मिड सेमेस्टर एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन भी था that what
Yes, sir.
happens when your sense amplifier turns on. Your sense amplifier turns on मतलब bit lines are no longer coupled with the sense amplifier. So bit line precharge can happen, and bit line precharge can not only happen, your word line should be turned off. तभी bit line precharge शुरू होगा. In DRAMs, what we are saying is word line has to remain on through the entire duration of sense amplifier operation, because when your sense amplifier turns on, it not only takes bit line to 0 or 1, it will also reinforce whatever was removed from this capacitor back into the capacitor. Whether it was a 1 that was removed or whether it was a 0 that was removed during the read operation, it would refresh that into the capacitor. Are you able to see this? Any questions here?
Sir, if the bit line was 1 and the charge on the capacitor was also 1, like it was fully charged, then it would have created a offset, some kind of an offset on the sense. अगर sharing कर रहे हैं कुछ ना कुछ तो changes होगा, but essentially we wouldn't have वो उसको फिर read करने के लिए हम तो उसमें नहीं करते read, हम तो 0 read कर रहे थे SRAM में.
Yeah, so bit lines are therefore not typically precharged to VDD there. Bit lines are, you will see, typically precharged to VDD by 2, ताकि 1 और 0 दोनों के समय आपका charge sharing हो और efficient charge sharing हो. I wanted to bring this point a little later, but I'm so happy that you asked this question and it comes out now. So मैंने अभी तक आप ध्यान दो, मैंने bit line कहाँ पे precharge करी? I have not mentioned that to you, did I?
Yeah, no.
So bit lines and DRAMs are precharged to a level which is closer to VDD by 2.
Okay,
And
so yes, go on, sir.
And when it is 1 that is written inside the cell, even that 1 gets degraded. And when it is 0 written inside the cell, even that 0 gets degraded. So you have to refresh, whether you read a 0 or you read a 1, you have to refresh that back into the cell.
So essentially, you can have a 0 and the 1 read in from the DRAM as compared to SRAM, where we actually only read a 0 all the time and all those things.
Yeah,
I mean,
you read both 0 and 1 over here.
yes.
You write both 0 and 1 over here. In SRAMs, you only write a 0. 1 is written by the cell
Internally.
itself. Over here, the bit line will write both 0 and 1. So the switch transistor cannot be very, very small or cannot be very resistive.
So
Okay.
why actually then we need to pre-charge it? वो pre-charge circuit हटा के हम bit line को floating ही रख सकते हैं?
Float करोगे तो पिछली बार ground पे गए थे, ground पे रह जाएगी. If the last read was a ground, it would remain at ground. If the last read was a 1, it would remain at 1. And then when as soon as you start the next cycle, as soon as you turn on the word line again, that particular cell, suppose you had read 1 last time. So bit line is fully precharged to VDD. Floating, but fully precharged to VDD. And you turned the word line on. What happens? Immediately, this internal node which was at 0 will go to almost VDD. And your sense amplifier, whatever the reference it had a reference of VDD by 2. It would still sense it as VDD, as 1, and not as 0. So resetting the memory, the bit lines is very, very important. Whether it is SRAMs or DRAMs or flash, whatever, you have to bring them to the same state.
If at the end of the day we are sharing the charges between capacitor and bit line, I was just having this wild idea, and I mean, like, why can't we pre-charge the bit line through the capacitor only?
Because this capacitor is very, very small.
Okay, we are
You want a dense memory cell, no?
Okay, let the IO be bigger, and that's okay. Let the pre-charge be then, that's okay.
Yeah, pre-charge तो लगाओगे, वो तो बड़ा होगा ही, but this you cannot make this capacitor big.
ठीक है.
Okay.
So, sir, just to confirm, sir, here when at this INT node, if 1 is written, so that means it is at VDD level, and then bit line is at VDD by 2. So now it's a VDD will, if I want to read, so VDD will go to some level below, but it will be greater than the VDD by 2, and this way we will read that it was 1 here.
Yeah, it will be VDD by 2 plus delta.
Yes, sir. Right. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So that is a key difference between SRAM and DRAM. That first, the DRAM would have like bit lines precharged to VDD by 2 approximately, You would want it to be exactly VDD by 2. And second, that you keep the word line on even after the sense amplifier has turned on. Okay. Now, tell me one thing. In an SRAM, we had this case of unselected columns.
So,
Mux 4 ke andar, there was an unselected column set. Can we have something like that in the DRAM where the bit lines are not connected to a sense amplifier and you can still turn the word line on? Can it happen?
सर इसे डाटा लॉस हो जाएगा सब सर.
In SRAMs, we used to have a mux and we then placed a sense amplifier below that mux. So one of the bit lines would connect through the mux to the sense amplifier. The remaining 3 bit lines were left floating. In DRAMs, you cannot do that. There has to be a sense amplifier on every bit line. That is another very key difference between SRAMs and DRAMs. Is that clear? Are you able to see this need? Hello?
Sir, bit line को 1 रखना है, so then sense amplifier, I mean we can have a enable signal instead of having sense amplifier to every bit line.
Enable signal मतलब word line तो है ही, word line के साथ एक enable signal vertically लगाओगे.
So sir, but sense amplifier.
Word line is the controlling switch, no? Is the signal that is controlling the switch. You want to have another signal which will control the switch.
So maybe we could have mixed some external signal, let's say control signal on the word line input only, जो pass gate का ये जो pass gate का input है. So उससे क्या होता है कि आपकी बाकी cases में word line आपकी on ही नहीं होती. And I mean like
the word line तो अभी भी एक ही on हो रही है ना स्वप्न. There are 1000 word lines. Of that, only one word line is getting on, which is the selected address.
No, I mean I'm saying that it will not cause the other cells in the same row to discharge their value to the capacitor. I mean वो sharing नहीं होगी.
So you would have to have some vertical lines running then, parallel to the bit line. So those vertical lines, if they have a full swing signal, they will couple with these small swing bit lines, which are precharged to almost VDD by 2. Plus, you will have those global lines running for every column. What does that mean? So many lines would toggle, even whether you are reading or not reading. Do you see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there's no concept of muxing over here, right? Then
there is a concept of muxing, but there is a sense amplifier linked to every bit line. The sense amplifier is put before the mux on the bit lines.
तो सर अगर हम एक वर्ड लाइन ऑन करेंगे तो सबको रिफ्रेश करना पड़ेगा.
All the cells on the same row will get corrupted now, because all the cells will at once connect with their bit lines and the charge sharing would happen. So all of them have to be refreshed now.
लेकिन सर यहाँ पे तो हम बर्स्ट में रीड करते तो शायद इसका भी एडवांटेज हो जाएगा कि मैं तो वैसे भी वर्ड लाइन ऑन करके रीड करने ही वाला था तो रिफ्रेश कर दिया.
बर्स्ट में रीड करने की बात ही कहाँ है? अभी तो हम खाली रीड ऑपरेशन की बात कर रहे हैं. बर्स्ट क्या होता है अभी तो मैंने आपको बताया ही नहीं.
जी सर.
है ना? तो बर्स्ट हम इसको यूटिलाइज कैसे करें वो अलग बात है, वो हम बर्स्ट मोड से यूटिलाइज करते हैं. बट अदरवाइज तो मेरे को एक ही वर्ड रीड करना है, तो बर्स्ट की बात कहाँ है? मैं तो एक ही वर्ड रीड करना चाहता हूँ, है ना?
सर सो ऐसे we are saying that हम लोग हर एक बिट लाइन पे सेंस एम्पलीफायर लगा रहे हैं बिफोर द मक्स. सो उसका भी चार्ज हम लोग मतलब वो भी रीड अच्छा ओके वो भी रीड होगा, मतलब हम उसका रीड अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते.
हो गई.
I mean DRAM will always be read in burst mode then.
हाँ?
DRAM will always be read in burst mode then.
No, why? बर्स्ट मोड में रीड करना है कि नहीं करना है ये तो आपका सिस्टम बताएगा ना. ओके, हमने अभी L1 कैशे हायरार्की करा था, तो हमने कहा था दैट आई विल रीड मोर देन द नंबर ऑफ, हमने कहा ना जब मैं वी सॉ दैट एग्जांपल दैट वी विल रीड सो मेनी वर्ड्स फ्रॉम द DRAM these many words from the L2 cache and then just one word from the L1 cache. So I
Hmm.
want to read many words from the DRAM. I want to bring too many words from the DRAM because the page size is large, you may say. So that would happen. But there could be a system where we don't need to read that many words and this one access चाहिए, one ही करूँगा मैं फिर.
सर सो अगर आपने चलो बर्स्ट मोड नहीं लगाया और सेंस एम्पलीफायर बाकी वालों ने अपना वैल्यू रीड तो करी होगी उस सेल की, बट वो डेटा फिर लॉस नहीं हो जाएगा अगली साइकिल में? हम बोलेंगे अरे डेटा कहाँ गए, तो डेटा चला गया सेंस एम्पलीफायर ने, उसको कहाँ गया वो फिर डेटा, अगर हमने उसको
नहीं,
रीड
वो
नहीं
मेमोरी
किया?
सेल में वापस लिखा गया ना.
क्यों?
लॉस कैसे हुआ?
सेम कैसे लिख दिया गया डेटा?
अरे अभी तो हमने देखा रीड ऑपरेशन. हमने क्या कहा? हमने कहा बिटलाइन अगर 0 पे गई तो वो इधर के चार्ज को डिस्चार्ज कर देगी, कैपेसिटर को भी 0 पे ले जाएगी वापस. जो ही सेंस एम्पलीफायर ऑपरेट करेगा, कैपेसिटर जो 0 से 1 की तरफ चला गया था बिकॉज ऑफ चार्ज शेयरिंग, वो वापस 0 चला जाएगा. या जो 1 से 0 की तरफ आ गया था बिकॉज ऑफ चार्ज शेयरिंग, वो वापस 1 की तरफ चला जाएगा आफ्टर द सेंस एम्पलीफायर ऑपरेट्स.
ओके.
तो सेंस एम्पलीफायर तो लगा ही इसलिए रहे हैं ताकि मेमोरी सेल रिफ्रेश हो जाए. अनसिलेक्टेड कॉलम्स पे क्यों लगा रहे हैं अदरवाइज? इसलिए तो लगा रहे हैं ताकि मेमोरी सेल रिफ्रेश हो जाए. तभी तो वर्ड लाइन ऑन होनी है फॉर द एंटायर ड्यूरेशन.
Sir, I am having this doubt only, that how this amplifier is ensuring that the C, like the here the capacitor rose to 1 and then it will go to its original value.
यस सर, ये चीज मुझे भी थोड़ा समझ में कम आया कि हाउ एग्जैक्टली
So what did the sense amplifier do to the bit line? You tell me this. I have put a sense amplifier on the bit line. What did it do? Bit line got, after charge sharing, bit line went to say VDD by 2 minus delta. When I turned the sense amplifier, what did it do?
It will take it to 0 then.
So bit line is taken to 0. I am saying the word line is on. What would it do to the int node?
It will also drag it towards.
It will also take it to 0.
Yes.
Now, if the bit line was going towards 1, let us say this was what had happened and bit line goes to 1. What would happen to the int node? So int node would have discharged because of word line turning on. And once the sense amplifier turns on, then what happens? It would go back to 1. Right?
The working of the sense amplifier was to sense the difference, like that.
So it sensed the difference and it sent bit line to 0. Now it said bit line is lower than VDD by 2 minus delta. Therefore, it took bit line to full 0.
How the sense amplifier was able to take bit line to 0? I mean, वो तो काम नहीं होता sense amp का. I mean,
क्यों? bit line क्या sense amplifier क्या करता है? जो अपने input nodes होते हैं उनको 0 और 1 पे तो लेके जाता है.
हाँ, तो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंशियल क्रिएट हो गया, तो आई मीन वो 0 पे क्यों ले गया फिर पूरा उसको डिफरेंशियल क्रिएट होने के बाद?
स्मॉल सिग्नल को लार्ज सिग्नल में कन्वर्ट करना ही तो सेंस एम्पलीफायर का काम है. क्यों लगाते हो सेंस एम्पलीफायर?
सर, जो हमने SRAM में देखा था तो वहां पे ऐसा था कि हम बोलते थे कि सफिशिएंट ऑफसेट आ गया, उसके बाद मैंने अपना ऐसे ही मतलब लिया तो वहां से सर बिट लाइन डीकपल हो जाती थी.
हाँ, और मैं कह रहा हूँ यहाँ पे बिट लाइन डीकपल करनी नहीं, बिट लाइन कनेक्टेड रहनी है.
अच्छा,
तो रहनी है बिकॉज मेरे को मेमोरी सेल के अंदर वापस राइट करना है. यही तो मैं डिफरेंस बता रहा हूँ.
तो बेसिकली यहाँ सेंस एम्प वो सेम वैसा नहीं होगा, डिफरेंट होगा कुछ, वो पास गेट वगैरह नहीं होगा यहाँ पे कपलिंग वो डिकपल करने के लिए.
So sense amplifier would be good. So sense amplifier would be like this.
हाँ, सिंपल एक लैच होगा जो उसको 0 1 कर दे.
So जब हम सेंस एम्पलीफायर को कवर करने वाले हैं, we will cover it very very fast now because हम यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी वो भी पढ़ लिए.
हाँ,
ठीक है. Sense amplifier would be like this. It is directly there on the bit line.
सर बीच में कैपेसिटर लगा सकते हैं क्या इसमें? Like
ऐसे वाला?
yes.
तो फिर आप बिट लाइन को 0 कैसे लेके जाओगे? बिटलाइन को वापस 0 ले जाना ना, ताकि मेमोरी सेल के अंदर 0 लिख सको वापस,
Okay.
है ना?
Hmm.
So this capacitor will not be there.
सर जस्ट टू कंफर्म वंस, हम बिटलाइन को जब 0 ले जा रहे थे तो सपोज आपका वहाँ पे इंट सी पे ऑलरेडी कुछ 1 लिखा हुआ था, तो बेसिकली इसके थ्रू डिस्चार्ज कर गया जब बिटलाइन 0 हो
अगर
गई।
इंट सी पे पहले 1 लिखा था तो बिटलाइन विल गो टू VDD by 2 प्लस डेल्टा, एंड बिटलाइन को आप फिर 1 पे लेके जाओगे। अगर इंट
हाँ
पे
हाँ हाँ
पहले 1 लिखा था तो
हम्म।
बिटलाइन विल गो टू VDD प्लस डेल्टा, VDD by 2 प्लस डेल्टा, एंड देन सेंस एम्पलीफायर शुड टेक इट टू 1।
और इंट थोड़ा सा आपका डिस्चार्ज हो गया होगा 1 से कुछ डेल्टा
वो
से।
तो मैंने दिखाया ही, डेल्टा नहीं, वो तो पूरा VDD by 2 प्लस डेल्टा पे पहुंच जाएगा।
अच्छा
दैट इज व्हाट चार्ज शेयरिंग मींस ना,
हाँ 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 हाँ।
that is what charge sharing means. So you have to definitely replenish the charge there. There is no other way.
तो
Are you able
बेसिकली
to see this?
हाँ, सो बेसिकली यहाँ उसने VD पे ले जाके आपको रीड या राइट रीड करना था और रीड कर लिया होगा, उसके बाद वापस आपकी बिटलाइन VD पर आएगी और वो उसको भी रिप्लेनिश कर देगी आपके कैप को।
Yes.
ठीक है।
और सर फिर वापस से जो बिटलाइन मेरी VDD by 2 पे जाएगी वो सर वो भी सेंस एम्पलीफायर ही करेगा?
वो तो प्रीचार्ज सर्किट करेगा, वो कैसे करेंगे वो देखेंगे थोड़ी दिन में।
पर बेसिकली सर यहाँ पे मतलब ये तो एक बार लैच हो गया तो मतलब ये तो हमेशा फिर उसे 1 पे क्लैम्प VDD पे ही क्लैम्प करके रखेगा ना सर, कुछ हम इसे
क्यों आप
सेपरेट
SAN को 0 लेके जाओगे तो वो लैच नहीं बचेगा ना फिर। SAN पर 1 लेके गए तब वो लैच बना ना, जब तक SAN 0 है तब तक तो वो लैच नहीं है, तब तो बस वो कुछ सर्किट्स लोड की तरह दिखेंगे बिट लाइन पे,
यस सर,
है ना?
लेकिन सर यहाँ पर तो हमें बिटलाइन को कभी डिस्चार्ज करना रहेगा और कभी प्रीचार्ज, मतलब जो प्रीचार्ज में कभी मुझे इसको चार्ज करना रहेगा, कभी मेरे को डिस्चार्ज, मतलब ये तो हम उसमें तो एक तरफ ही करते थे ऊपर।
हाँ तो देखेंगे कैसे करते हैं, थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स है। So what I am happy is that you guys remember the SRAM well, so that you are now able to ask the right questions for the DRAM, and this is very very good.
सर अगर नीचे का सेंस एम्पलीफायर बंद कर दे और मतलब वो नीचे का एनमॉस अगर बंद कर देंगे तो ये मतलब लैच की तरह काम नहीं करेगा, और इसका आउटपुट ही अगर VDD by 2 पे रखते हैं तो हम लोग को प्रीचार्ज की क्या जरूरत है?
हाँ वो कर सकते हैं, that could be one way.
और मतलब इस नीचे वाले सेंस एम्पलीफायर का VDD भी ऐसा सेट करते हैं कि ये मतलब दोनों साइड मेटास्टेबल पे रहे पहले से।
So that can be one way.
ओके
I'm not
Sir,
saying that is the only way, that can be one way.
सर यहाँ पे सेंस एम्पलीफायर और बिटलाइन का प्रीचार्ज सर्किट सेम रहेगा ना?
Sense amplifier is on the bit line. There is no separate sense amplifier precharge. See, SRAMs में sense amplifiers were decoupled from the bit line. Therefore, they had to be precharged separately. In a DRAM, sense amplifiers are always there on the bit line. There is no mux before the sense amplifier. So जो भी bit line को precharge कर रहा है वही sense amplifier को भी reset कर रहा है।
Yes sir.
है ना? There is no need to have a separate circuit at all.
Sir, I'm having an idea how we can pre-charge the internal load. So let's say we have 0 stored at internal load. Okay, then we can give bitline to some VDD by 2. So then after some time the internal load will rose, but not to VDD by 2. Then we will decouple that bitline. Then for after some time, then we get some VDD by 2 less than VDD by 2. Then it will go to 0. Then in the case when internal load is 1, then let's say it discharges to some VDD by 2 plus delta, means not to full VDD by 2. Then we give bit line again VDD by 2, then it will charge that VDD by 2 plus delta to VDD like that, and then we decouple the bit line.
So how will you give bit line to VDD by 2? That is the question. Na? How will you give that charge to bit line?
So we were giving VDD by 2 earlier.
So that is the question. Na? कैसे लाओगे वो VDD by 2?
So is this method right that I just mentioned?
नहीं मुझे समझ में नहीं आया रयान. What did you say? I understood that you want to bring VDD by 2 on the bit line, but that is the question. How do you bring that VDD by 2 on the bit line? That is what is the pre-charging voltage. Now, how do you bring that pre-charge voltage? Nahin?
Yes, sir. While reading, we were giving VDD by 2, right? While
How
reading.
did we give that VDD by 2? That is the question.
So उसके
That
लिए
is to the pre-charge, na? How to design that pre-charge? That is the question, Ryan.
so
Mm-hmm.
so उसके लिए can we have some kind of a voltage shift or a kind of a circuit? आपका कोई VDD पे circuit है, उसको हम low level voltage पे level shifter जिसे बोलते हैं कि simplistic terms में VDD से VDD by 2 generate करने के लिए.
तो लेवल शिफ्टर बोलते हैं. लेवल शिफ्टर के लिए तो फिर आपको सेकंड सप्लाई की तरह चाहिए होगा. तो अगर आपके पास VDD by 2 की सप्लाई है तो आप प्रीचार्ज ट्रांजिस्टर ही लगा दो, वहां पे बात खत्म. इतना माथापच्ची क्यों करना, फिर लेवल शिफ्टर क्यों लगाना?
सर हम लोग किसी लैच को डेलिबरेटली मेटास्टेबल स्टेट में फोर्स कर सकते हैं क्या?
बताओ कैसे करोगे?
सर अभी सर जब मैं प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया था तो इनिशियली अगर मैं इनिशियल कंडीशन नहीं देता हूँ तो स्टार्टिंग में वो दोनों नोड जो होती है इंटरनल नोड वो VDD by 2 पे ही रहती है.
नो, अगर आप एल्डो में काम कर रहे हो तो वो उसको एक को 0 पे लेके जाएगा डॉट डीसी के अपने डीसी एनालिसिस के बाद, और एक को 1 पे लेके जाएगा.
Yes sir.
डॉट डीसी के बाद ही ले जाएगा वो.
यस सर।
ट्रांजिएंट तक का मौका ही नहीं छोड़ेगा आपके लिए.
वो स्पेक्टर में कुछ रैंडम वैल्यू पे इनिशियलाइज कर देता है.
स्पेक्टर कुछ भी करता रहता है, तभी मैं कहता हूँ स्पेक्टर मत यूज करो. और सिलिकॉन पे भी यही होगा. आप जो ही टर्न ऑन करोगे एक लैच को तो कहीं पे भी हल्की सी नॉइज आएगी तो वो उधर चला जाएगी. लैच विल रिजॉल्व इटसेल्फ. इट विल नॉट रिमेन एज VDD by 2 बाय डिफॉल्ट. पावर अप के समय ही वो VDD या GND पहुंच जाएगा. सो हम उसमें क्या कर रहे थे, जो हमने कैपेसिटिवली कपल्ड सेंस एम्पलीफायर करा था उसमें हम कैसे VDD by 2 पे ले, क्यों हमने कहा था ना उसमें क्यू पॉइंट वेरिएंट है जिसमें प्रीचार्ज नहीं लगा हुआ, कुछ और लगाया हुआ है.
इक्वलाइजर था.
इक्वलाइजर था.
So we were connecting the both the nodes which were complementary to each other. So you would equalize to the Q point of the sense amplifier. But is that equal to VDD by 2? That you do not know.
Yes sir.
है ना? That you do not know. So yeah, that could be one idea. How does it matter VDD by 2 था कि नहीं था? जब आपको तो सेंस एम्पलीफायर के पास चाहिए ना, मेरे को तो सेंस एम्पलीफायर से रिजॉल्व करना है. Till the time my sense amplifier is able to resolve, I am happy with it. So that could be one idea. But to assume that latch will automatically go to VDD by 2, वैसे नहीं होता. You have to put a connection between the two complementary nodes. Okay? अब थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़े. हम एक्चुअली बहुत आगे बढ़ गए हैं. Let me just cover the slides now. Is that okay?
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है. सर अभी जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया था कि हम पहले SRAM में मतलब DRAM में पहले सेंस एम्पलीफायर लगाएंगे फिर मक्स लगाएंगे और वही सेंस एम्पलीफायर हमारा रिफ्रेश भी कर देगा. बट सर जैसे अभी हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि जो अनसेलेक्टेड कॉलम्स होंगे तो उनका भी सेंस एम्पलीफायर सेंस करेगा वैल्यूज को. तो बट हम मक्स के थ्रू जो हमें बिट लाइन चाहिए वो हम एक्सेस करेंगे मक्स के थ्रू. इज इट राइट?
हाँ
ठीक है सर. थैंक यू सर.
ठीक है ना. चलो, सो अब हमें पता है कि रिफ्रेश क्या, रीड क्या होता है, हमें समझ में आ गया है ना. एंड हमें ये भी समझ में आ गया कि रिफ्रेश इज नथिंग बट रीड. आपको किसी भी सेल को रिफ्रेश करना है, ऑल दैट यू नीड टू डू इज जस्ट रीड इट. एज सून एज यू रीड इट, इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली गेट रिफ्रेश्ड. दिस इज आल्सो क्लियर. So DRAM refresh essentially means reading the DRAM again, whether you wanted the data out or not. You just read the entire DRAM again, it will get refreshed. So simple. So refresh is no rocket science over here. चाहे हम सबको लगता है कि अच्छा रिफ्रेश करना पड़ेगा, but to refresh you just need to read the memory. Is this point clear?
Yes sir.
So now what is the refreshing overhead? So refreshing overhead is a very important figure of merit for a DRAM. See, it depends on various things, including what is the size of the capacitor. Because if the size of the capacitor is small, it will store a small amount of charge on it. And if the switch transistor is large, that would leak that small charge very quickly. What it also means is, or what is also depends on is what is the size or what is the temperature at which you are operating. Because if the temperature at which you are operating is high, then the leakage will be high. Do you see that? So if the leakage is high, you need to refresh more frequently. Then just look at this thing, let us say that the read time is 10 nanoseconds and you need to refresh, let us say, after 3 milliseconds. Then if you have 8192 rows, a 64 megabit DRAM, if you have 8192 rows, then how much time or what is the overall penalty of refresh? Can you see that? Are you able to see that the refresh penalty is of the order of 3% over here? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There was a network outage, it seems. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
So what we were saying, 3 millisecond was the refresh time needed for the DRAM.
3 millisecond is the duration in which we say that if you do not refresh for 3 milliseconds, then the leakage would be such that the contents of your capacitor would be useless. They will no longer be able to create the delta V required for the sense amplifier to operate. See, finally, you need to create a delta V on the bit line, whether it is VDD by 2 के ऊपर delta V कर रहे हो, चाहे किसी भी Q point पे कर रहे हो, but you need a delta V. That delta V has to be sufficient so that you are able to read properly. So there is a ratio of bitline capacitance and internal capacitance, based on which this charge sharing would happen.
Yes.
Now, if the internal capacitance leaks and loses its charge, the charge sharing it can do will reduce.
Yes.
So the delta V that it can generate on the bit line will reduce.
Hanji, yes.
You will not be able to read properly after that. So you need to periodically refresh.
Yes.
When you start to refresh, it doesn't mean that aapka capacitor has discharged to 0. Oh, we had charged it to 1, but it got discharged to 0. No. It has not discharged to 0. It has discharged to VDD minus big delta V, let us say. But it is such that now, if you even short the bit line with this, the delta V that it generates on the bit line is so small that your sense amplifier will fail. Is everyone able to see this? For refresh, you cannot wait for the entire capacitor to get discharged to 0 or get charged to 1. No, you don't need to do that. You just need to see after charge sharing, if the delta V generated is not sufficient for your sense amplifier, you need to refresh before that time.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, this is very important.
And sir,
इंटरव्यू में कहीं ये मत बोल देना कि हाँ वो डिस्चार्ज हो जाता है 0 पे और इसलिए हमें रिफ्रेश करना पड़ता है. अरे 0 पे डिस्चार्ज हो गया तो रिफ्रेश कैसे करोगे?
सर वो जैसे ही उसने कुछ डेल्टा अपना डिस्चार्ज किया और वो उसने बिटलाइन शेयरिंग करी और उसने रीड कर लिया सेंस एम्प ने, वो रीड हो गया होगा और वो अपने आप ही उसके थ्रू रीड ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट होने के बाद वो अपना उसी सेंस एम्प के थ्रू रिफ्रेश कर देगा उसको.
या रीड ऑपरेशन के साथ साथ ही रिफ्रेश कर देगा, क्योंकि सेंस एम्पलीफायर ऑपरेट करेगा तो सेंस एम्पलीफायर बिट लाइन को 1 या 0 पे लेके जाएगा और वो रिफ्रेश हो ही जाएगा।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक
है ना?
है।
So you cannot really keep this refresh window to be very, very large. This 3 milliseconds was said is assuming that only that kind of a discharge would have happened on that kind of leakage would have happened on my storage capacitor, that I would still be able to read properly through the sense amplifier. So refresh rate also has a link to sense amplifier offset requirement. So you cannot keep the sense amplifier to be very small either. Sense amplifier has to be big enough because it has a direct bearing on refresh rate. Are you with me?
सर ये लीकेज का जो इफेक्ट है सर, ये डिफरेंट होगा क्या अगर कैपेसिटर पे 0 स्टोर्ड है या 1 स्टोर्ड है इस केस में?
Could be. You have to consider the worst case for your refresh rate.
Because what I can see is, like, if there is a 0 stored on the capacitor and we have more leakage, then I will have more delta offset, like VDD minus delta V should be more, because now more charge would be sunk to that capacitor.
एक मिनट अगर 0 स्टोर्ड था तो लीकेज कहाँ से कहाँ हो रहा है पहले ये बताओ।
बिट लाइन से होगा ना ग्राउंड की तरफ।
तो बिट लाइन विल लीक on to the capacitor, so capacitor will charge up. The capacitor will get charged from 0 to some delta V.
Yes sir.
So now when you turn the word line on, instead of getting VDD minus delta V, delta नहीं यार कुछ और कहते हैं, VDD minus X कह देते हैं, चलो जो डिफरेंशियल हम क्रिएट करते हैं उसको X कह देते हैं। हाँ, instead of generating VDD minus X, you now have VDD minus X prime, and X prime is less than X.
Okay. Yes.
है ना? तो उसमें वो 0 का इम्पैक्ट या 1 का इम्पैक्ट फर्क नहीं है, दोनों का नुकसान उतना ही है। The only reason I am saying that 0 and 1 may leak slightly differently is because there is an NMOS that we are talking about. The switch is an NMOS. The junction leakage would be different from when you store a 0 there and when you store a 1 there. That's the only reason. The subthreshold leakage will be equivalent because you have VDD by 2 on the other side and either VDD or ground on the other side. So subthreshold leakage की तरफ से कोई फर्क नहीं आने वाला है. Junction leakage is the only thing which will cause some difference, and therefore 1 and 0 may leak differently. But you have to consider the worst case for deciding the refresh rate.
Yes sir. Actually, I was not able to visualize that while leaking the capacitor would charge up. I was missing that.
Yeah, leakage does not always mean that capacitor will discharge. In this case, the capacitor will charge up. ठीक है?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you able to see how to calculate the penalty of refresh for a DRAM?
Yes sir.
So, what do you want to do to reduce the refresh rate? So that you need to now refresh after a longer duration of time. What will you do?
Offset of sense amplifier should be large.
Offset of sense amplifier should be large.
Small. So that it can sell a small.
Okay.
Small
sense
delta.
amplifier should be very sensitive. It should have small requirement of offset.
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Smaller pass gate.
Smaller pass gate. Then what that means is you will make the memory slow, because if the pass gate is small, then what happens? The charge sharing would also happen much slower.
Slow.
So you'll make the memory very slow. Okay. What else? So sense amplifier का offset कम है ना? सेंस एम्पलीफायर का ऑफसेट कम करने के लिए आपको एरिया बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, लीकेज को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, या पास गेट को छोटा करोगे तो आपकी स्पीड पे पेनल्टी आएगी। ओके, और देखते हैं और क्या होगा। तो अभी हमने परफॉर्मेंस और एरिया की पेनल्टी तो देख ली, और
कैपेसिटर छोटा होना चाहिए। अगर रिफ्रेश रेट
कैपेसिटर छोटा होना चाहिए,
रिफ्रेश
तो
रेट अगर
थोड़ा सा ही चार्ज था। अगर कैपेसिटर छोटा है तो चार्ज थोड़ा सा ही स्टोर था, थोड़ी सी लीकेज होगी, तभी आपको रिफ्रेश करना पड़ जाएगा।
सर लार्ज लेंथ डिवाइस यूज करें लीकेज को रिड्यूस करने के लिए।
ओके, लार्ज लेंथ डिवाइस यूज कर सकते हैं लीकेज को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, ताकि विड्थ बड़ी ही रहे लेकिन लेंथ ज्यादा हो तो लीकेज कम हो जाएगी। बट स्वप्निल, डू यू गेट इट? वी कैन
No,
नॉट हैव अ स्मॉल कैपेसिटर।
व्हाई सर? आई मीन आपके कम जल्दी रिफ्रेश होगा ना वो कैपेसिटर।
जल्दी? What do you want? You want that you want to refresh after 5 milliseconds or after 1 millisecond?
As soon as possible, I mean.
What is the refresh frequency you want? You want to refresh every 1 millisecond or you want to refresh every 5 milliseconds?
अच्छा, ओके, एवरी
5 मिलीसेकंड।
जितने ज्यादा ड्यूरेशन के बाद रिफ्रेश
हाँ।
करोगे डिनोमिनेटर उतना बड़ा हो जाएगा, तो रिफ्रेश पेनल्टी रिड्यूस हो जाएगी। है ना? तो ज्यादा देर तक आपका चार्ज होना चाहिए, सफिशिएंट चार्ज होना चाहिए कैपेसिटर पे। इसका मतलब ज्यादा चार्ज आपको स्टोर करना पड़ेगा ताकि लीक भी हो जाए तो भी परेशानी ना हो। तो you can actually, you want actually a larger capacitor so that refresh rate is less, refresh penalty is less.
अच्छा, ज्यादा रिफ्रेश ना करना पड़े एसेंशियली उसको।
Yes.
थोड़ा सा ही लीक करे वो, जब भी वो डेल्टा भी
Yes.
चार्ज होगा।
नहीं, लीक तो उतना ही करेगा, चार्ज तो उतना ही लीक करेगा, बट वोल्टेज कम गिरेगी।
सर बट वो जब
ज्यादा चार्ज स्टोर था।
सर जब वो बिटलाइन पे शेयरिंग करेगा तो उसके प्रोपोर्शनली तो वो डेल्टा वी भी डिस्चार्ज हो जाएगा रिफ्रेश के टाइम, मतलब वो रीडिंग के टाइम। लेट्स से
अगर आपका इंटरनल कैपेसिटर बड़ा है
हाँ,
और बिटलाइन की कैपेसिटेंस सेम है,
हाँ,
तो आप छोटे मतलब एक कम वैल्यू ऑफ वी पे भी उतना ही डेल्टा वी क्रिएट कर सकते हो,
हाँ,
वी
हाँ,
क्रिएट कर सकते हो जितना आपको चाहिए।
अच्छा, यस यस यस, हाँ ठीक है।
This is simple charge sharing. See, this is one very common interview asked in common question asked in interviews, and I might have asked, आप लोगों का जब इंटरव्यू लिया होगा तो आपसे भी ये बहुत बार पूछा होगा कि what happens when two capacitors share charge, and this is the reason why it is so important, because whenever you have dynamic circuits, whether it is a dynamic logic circuit or whether it is a DRAM, charge sharing is so important. पूरा फंक्शनैलिटी उस पर डिपेंडेंट है। We are simply talking about conservation of charge. Are you able to see this? Hello? So refresh rate को या refresh penalty को reduce करने के लिए अभी हमने कहा we want to keep a small pass gate, हमने उसकी वजह से कहा speed degrade होगी। Then we said we want to keep a bigger sense amplifier ताकि offset requirement कम हो, उससे एरिया का नुकसान होगा, पावर थोड़ी सी बढ़ेगी क्योंकि सेंस एम्पलीफायर ऑपरेट ज्यादा बड़ा है तो ज्यादा पावर खाएगा। देन हमने कहा कि हम लार्ज लेंथ डिवाइस यूज करेंगे, अगेन रीड टाइम थोड़ा सा बढ़ेगा। फिर हमने कहा कैपेसिटर को बड़ा रखना पड़ेगा। आर यू एबल टू सी दिस? कैपेसिटर को बड़ा रखना पड़ेगा ताकि रिफ्रेश रिक्वायरमेंट्स रिड्यूस हो जाएं, और कैपेसिटर को बड़ा रखने का मतलब एरिया पेनल्टी हो सकती है शायद, या कॉस्ट हो सकता है प्रोसेस का। अभी हम कैपेसिटर कैसे बनता है वो देखेंगे तो यू विल गेट मोर आइडियाज कि किस तरह से उसको कॉस्ट में इम्पैक्ट आएगा। ठीक है, आगे बढ़े। हेलो?
यस सर।
So let us now look at how the capacitor is designed. So this is how a typical DRAM stacked capacitor would look like. अब इसमें कैपेसिटर कहाँ है? इसमें पहले आप देख रहे हैं this is the word line on the poly, this is the poly, so this is your transistor, select transistor, this is your bit line, and then you have on the other side of the select transistor you have to put a capacitor there. So what you do is you make a poly there, okay? On that poly you create a very thin dielectric, and then you deposit another poly plate. How does this look like on silicon? something like this. So what is this? The top layer is the metals 2, is the bit line. These are the source drain regions. This is your poly. This is your other poly. And the thin line in between is the dielectric. And this is your gate. Do you see how complex this structure is? You have this complex structure so that you can have maximum area of the capacitor. Are you able to see this? You want to maximize the area of the capacitor, so you're making fins like this for poly and the dielectric. This was a DRAM cross-section from Hitachi. Look at another one. This one is from Samsung. So over here again, you notice the MOSFET over here. This is the bit line. And on the other side of the MOSFET, you have this capacitor, which is like this. And this capacitor is through this dielectric getting connected to this other plate. This is the other plate. Are you able to see this? So this capacitor design is not easy. This is a very, very complex thing. But why are you going to this complex? हम तो कह रहे थे हम MOS गेट से बना लेंगे कैपेसिटर. इतने कॉम्प्लेक्स पे क्यों गए हम? हेलो
सर कैपेसिटेंस लार्ज रखना चाहिए.
कैपेसिटेंस लार्ज तो हम मॉसफेट से भी कर सकते थे गगनदीप, बट उसमें एरिया चला जाता ज्यादा. वी वेंट इनटू द अदर डायमेंशन, हम वर्टिकली चले गए कैपेसिटेंस बनाने के लिए. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. So is anyone over here doing this other course, creativity wala, that I am taking? No. So Shakeen kar rahi hai na shayad? Yeah. So Shakeen, we will talk about inventive principles tomorrow, and we will talk about a principle of another dimension. So you see, you use another dimension to not lose area and still gain on capacitance. So you've increased the capacitance, not lost area, by utilizing this resource which was available, which is the other dimension, vertical dimension. Now that led to increased process complexity, but if your primary objective was to have density, you could still get that density. Is everyone able to see this? Okay. So different types of capacitors have been experimented and used. This capacitance over bit is a very common capacitance, and then this trench capacitor is the other very common capacitance. These planar capacitances, substrate plate or diode capacitances, they've been experimented with, but they've not really been used much often later. The reason is that they take more area. So trench capacitor, what trench capacitor means is you build a trench inside. So, so over here again, you have a poly, which is one plate. You have a thin insulator, and then you have the other poly. Okay. So through this, you are able to create a capacitor. Okay. Now this is also going to the other dimension. You're going deep into the, you're digging a trench into the design now. You don't go up, you're going down. And this is the kind of, because you want to reduce the area of this trench, there are different ways, you went on reducing, and what happened? As you reduce the area, the depth of the trench reduced. So the overall capacitance that you wanted to get reduced. So what happens is that when you want to make a trench capacitor, after some time you cannot scale it any further, because when you scale it, the capacitance will not increase, or the capacitance will not remain the same, and therefore आप area का gain नहीं ले पाओगे. That may not happen as much when you have a capacitor over bit, a metal on metal capacitor, as we just discussed earlier. So trench capacitors were a fad for a long time, but now trench capacitors have hit a scaling limit. They are no longer used. So today, mostly you will see that capacitor over bit that we just saw, Samsung wala jo example हमने देखा था, that is the one that is mostly used. Okay. So the key challenges when you design this capacitor are that the capacitor has to be big. You want this capacitor to be big. Why do you want to increase this capacitance? First, you want to do a faster and more robust read. Then you want to reduce the refresh requirements. But somehow you want to reduce the area loss and somehow make write time, because if it's a large capacitor, you will need to take more time to write. You somehow want to reduce that time also, make it non-critical. That is what is important for you. But you want a big capacitor. This much we understand. Any questions about that? Any doubts about that? Hello? Okay,
Sir,
so we want a big capacitor. That part is clear. Rayan, you were saying something.
Sir, if we make the capacitor larger, then the write time will be more. I mean, it will increase.
Yeah, that is why I wrote that we have to somehow make the write time non-critical.
Okay.
Sir, when we are making the capacitor big, so proportionately the precharge that we are applying would also be increased.
Precharge तो bit line से linked है ना. Precharge का internal capacitor से क्या लेना देना? Bit line VDD by 2 पे जाती है, internal capacitor तो VDD या GND पे ही रहता है ना.
तो सर मैं जब चार्ज शेयरिंग करूंगा तो उस टाइम में मतलब वोल्टेज अगर कैपेसिटर, अच्छा वो वैसे ही छोटा वोल्टेज है
ना. ठीक है. Should we move forward? So now, because you want a big capacitor, there comes a limit to scaling. There are many things which happen because as we scale, bit lines come closer, so their capacitance, intrinsic capacitance increases. So as the bit line capacitance increases, you really want a larger capacitor to do the charge sharing. But so with scaling, you actually need a larger capacitor. But trench capacitor, abhi हमने देखा, they cannot really scale much. So capacitance over bit continues to be the most promising capacitance. But as there are more process steps, there is some penalty on yield. Okay. Are you with me? So what do you expect when you scale? Do you want performance to improve? Do you expect performance to improve or degrade? As you scale, what do you expect? No, you may want performance to improve, but what do you expect from a DRAM now? Now that you know the DRAM a bit more.
Refresh rate will be like we'll have penalty on the refresh rate.
Because हमें पता है स्केलिंग के साथ लीकेज बढ़ती है. लीकेज बढ़ती है, मोरओवर मेरा कैपेसिटर मैं बड़ा नहीं रख पा रहा हूँ, कैपेसिटर छोटा करना पड़ रहा है, तो रिफ्रेश पेनल्टी वुड इंक्रीज. ओके, व्हाट एल्स?
But writing time would increase. Writing time will be lesser. Write जल्दी हो जाएगा.
पता नहीं.
क्योंकि आपने
आपको तो
कैपेसिटर
आपको तो एनीवे रीड और राइट का फर्स्ट साइकिल यूज करना है,
अच्छा
है ना? ऐसा तो नहीं है कि राइट हो रहा है तो मैं अलग अलग क्लॉक दूंगा और रीड हो रहा है तो अलग क्लॉक दूंगा, क्लॉक तो एक ही है. Yes, more variability can be expected, not just because of use of MM, but also because of scaling. So more variability means more timing margins need to be left, means you expect the memory to be slower. What about SRAMs? Do you expect SRAMs also to go slow or fast when you scale? In advanced technologies, बहुत पुराने का नहीं, अभी आजकल की बात कर रहा हूँ. In the presence of short channel effects and everything. What do you expect for SRAMs?
Sir, I don't know the exact answer, but I think that we are still manufacturing SRAMs and DRAMs on a higher technology node than the current technology node, because so I think there is not much gain in scaling down.
नो SRAMs तो क्योंकि प्रोसेसर के साथ उसी चिप पे बनती हैं, तो अगर वो 5 FinFET टेक्नो है तो 5 FinFET में ही बनेगी अक्षर. DRAM is a separate chip, so DRAM could be thought of differently, but SRAM तो लॉजिक के साथ ही बनती है. So it has to be the same techno.
So essentially, I mean, you intuitively would think कि जैसे short channel effect है और वो सब है, तो आपकी लीकेज बढ़ेगी and all that, उससे आपका प्रोसेसर, आपकी परफॉर्मेंस खराब होगी. But in reality, I guess as we have progressed towards the smaller technology nodes, I mean, like SRAM speed improve ही हुई है. Yes, I mean, like I was reading an article other day. I mean, I forgot the link, but उसमें I remember that SRAM की we have increased like what we were able to achieve 10-15 years back.
So that is not because of the SRAM cell, that is because of the changes in periphery and different protocols that we use in the periphery. The SRAM cell read time has only degraded with scaling.
हाँ, वो तो हमने as a figure of merit पढ़ा था. Yes.
है ना? तो SRAM cell read time has degraded with scaling. But yes, we would say that through other changes, because that is not acceptable to the customer, you had to do some other things to be able to recover the speed. Okay. So SRAMs also, with scaling and advanced nodes, the performance is either flattened or gone worse. वहां तो there are challenges linked to IR drop, there are challenges linked to electromigration and so on. All memories, even DRAMs, you have challenges linked to IR drop, and because there is so high power density. Okay. So scaling is not really good for memory designers, but we have to scale, and that is the beauty of the job of a memory designer, because there are such big challenges, there are no obvious answers, and there is continuous R&D that you need to do when you become a memory designer. It does not become a routine job ever. So now quickly looking at what the DRAM cell is about. So first, it's a capacitor storage. It is non-degenerative. It has the highest density, a large external memory, and therefore it is used for main memory everywhere. And for key applications like high-end servers, image processors, graphics chips, you may want to use embedded DRAM as L3 cache on the memory, on the die itself. Okay, but scaling is a challenge. Speed scaling is still worse, so you need more levels of hierarchy, and you definitely need a refresh, and that refresh penalty would increase if you have high temperatures. Okay, so there is an overall impact on throughput when you use a DRAM. This is all because of the DRAM cell. Abhi tak we've not even talked about the periphery. We will do something in the periphery through the read modes and whatever, so that we can recover some part of the performance loss. But the DRAM cell per se will degrade the performance of the memory. Is this part clear?
So can we comment something on the endurance of the DRAM cell? As like we said that endurance of SRAM was infinity kind of a thing.
Yeah, for DRAM also you can consider it infinity because you're not using very high voltages. See, endurance when we will talk about flash memories, NVM memories, endurance over there gets severely impacted because you use very high voltages. इन DRAM अभी तक हमने ज्यादा हाई वोल्टेज की तो बात ही नहीं करी ना. मैंने अभी तक आपको कुछ कहा हाई वोल्टेज के बारे में?
नहीं.
Word line को आप boost करना चाहोगे, you know, this is one technique that you may want to use in DRAMs where you say that instead of VDD you put a charge pump. So we will consider charge pumps also. You put a charge pump on word line so that your word line level goes to almost 1.5 VDD. And when you are at 1.5 VDD, your discharge rate or your charge sharing is very, very fast. Your write operation is very, very fast. But when you have word line 0, you can have very low leakage because you kept a small device. But even then, you're just talking about 1.5 times the VDD. When you talk of flash memories, you talk about 6 times, 10 times VDD, 20 times VDD. So the degradation that happens in flash technologies due to high VDD is completely different order. So इधर भी हम endurance के ऊपर impact नहीं देखते हैं स्वप्नल. It is, you may say it's fine.
Okay, so my next question, like the follow-up question was that we haven't studied it yet, but क्या हम लोग DRAM को low supply voltage पे कर सकते हैं operate as compared to SRAM? Because यहाँ पे capacitor का खेल है और आपको तो बस एक वो delta something को generate करना है.
तुम बताओ, if the capacitor is charged to a lower voltage, what happens to its leakage?
कम हो जाएगी.
What happens to its stability and susceptibility to noise?
बढ़ जाएगा खरा, मतलब it will be more susceptible to noise.
So you need to refresh much earlier. So you would not want to go lower than the technology voltage when you talk about DRAMs. मैं तो भी कह रहा हूँ कि आपको DRAM में VDD 1.5 times VDD जनरेट करने की इच्छा हो सकती है ताकि आपका लीकेज कम हो जाए स्विच का. आप वर्ड लाइन को 1.5 टाइम VDD पे करके छोटे स्विच के साथ भी सेम रीड करंट ला पा रहे हो. That is your intent, है ना? So you would not really want to go below the regular voltage of the technology when you have a DRAM, embedded DRAM. When you have an independent DRAM, then okay, you can use whichever voltage, but again, not very low because that then becomes susceptible to noise. The charge that requires that can corrupt your memory cell increases, reduces significantly. So that kind of stray charge can come from any coupling. You don't want that to happen. Are you able to see this? So whenever you read somewhere that the capacitor needs to be large, implicit thing is that you cannot really operate it at a very low voltage. That is implicit there.
Yeah, right.
Okay. आगे बढ़े. Okay. So then what we need to look at is, अभी हमने ये पार्ट देख लिया, हमने सेंस एम्पलीफायर भी थोड़ा सा देख लिया. What we have not yet looked at is reference generator. What we have not yet looked at is the charge pump, जो मैंने अभी आपको कहा. In addition to that, DRAMs also differ in terms of data bus amplifiers. They have voltage regulators which would generate this extra voltages for the word lines. They would have redundancy handled in a completely different way or a completely different scale altogether. And they would have IO circuits, the chips that we talk about. अगर हम main memory की बात करते हैं, जो DRAM का SDRAM का chip होता है, उसमें we will just look at in a little while that we need to implement lots of different kinds of protocols. So the IOs that are needed there are very high speed IOs, because we know that memory is a bottleneck. Memory speed is the bottleneck for the overall system performance. So you would really want very, very high speed IOs to be put there. Okay, we will not cover any of this. We will cover a bit of this, and that too, agar Vikas is coming and he is talking about charge pumps, I will not cover this. I will let Vikas cover this. Dynamic row decoders we've already covered. Reference generator we will cover, and sense amplifier I just talked about a bit. We can probably talk about another 5 minutes around sense amplifiers again, but we have talked about sense amplifiers sufficiently for SRAMs. Okay. So now we look at the organization of a DRAM. See, SRAM के अंदर याद है we talked about mux and we said that mux use करके हम aspect ratio change करते हैं memory की. You remember that? Hello.
Yes, sir.
For a so आपका तो mid semester का question एक question भी था. So for a DRAM, every array is always designed to be a square. There is a reason behind that. The reason is that there is a set of row decoding and then there is this column select, mux की जो हम बात कर रहे हैं. So column address and row address जो हैं, they share the same address bus. Okay. Since they share the same address bus, they have the same bus width. तो अगर 10 address lines row decoding के लिए हैं, तो 10 address lines column decoding के लिए भी हैं. So the array is necessarily a square. And from this array, you would only access one bit at a time. You select the word line, all the bit lines would discharge, and then by column decoding, this particular bit would be read out. Okay. So one very important thing for you to understand is that a DRAM page or block, as we will see just next, is a square. Okay. And it is a square because there is one set of addresses that comes, and for part of the cycle, that address goes to column decoder, and for the remaining part, the address goes to the row decoder. We need to do it like this because DRAMs have a huge capacity. And for a very large capacity DRAM, you do not have that many pins available on your package, because it's not just that you want the area of the die to be small, you want the area of the package to be small. Because अगर आपका cell phone के अंदर बहुत सारी pins लगानी पड़ जाती हैं, so that means your cell phone cannot be made smaller. So to reduce the pin count, we share the pins for row decoding and column decoding. So you have a square configuration. A combination of row decoding and column decoding gives us one particular bit that is read out, or one particular bit that is written into. Is this clear? So now if I want 16-bit words, then I have to have 16 pages there. I have to have 16 pages to be able to read 16 bits. Is that okay?
The word is 16-bit long.
Yes. So अभी जब मैंने पहले कहा तो I was talking about 4M bit, but इसमें तो मैं एक ही bit पढ़ पाया. आपके प्रोसेसर को तो 16 बिट्स चाहिए. If it's a 16-bit processor, it would read 16 bits at a time, na?
Yes.
The bus, this bus would be 16-bit. So what does this mean? You will need to have 16 such pages जहाँ पे आप उन 16 बिट्स को स्टोर करोगे और रीड राइट करोगे.
बट फिर वही बात आ जाती है, आपको पावर बहुत वेस्ट होगी, आपकी हर एक की वर्ड लाइन सेलेक्ट होगी हर पेज की और वो सब.
Yeah, but you needed 16 bits, ना?
वो तो आप उससे भी कर सकते थे. अपनी हम लोग वो मेमोरी स्क्रैम्बलिंग करके उससे हम लोग बर्स्ट मोड काइंड ऑफ करके एक ही पेज से 16 रीड कर सकते थे अलग अलग वर्ड्स.
अभी तो हमने देखा मैं एक ही बिट रीड कर सकता हूँ बिकॉज कॉलम एड्रेस कॉलम डिकोडिंग ऐसे होती है. I cannot read more than one bit in parallel.
I mean,
each page, each block has only one bit of every word.
What if we have more bit? What will go wrong? I am not able to understand that.
So that is how this is organized.
Achha.
See, it is organized like that. It has a column decoder which is 11 bits and that's a row decoder which is 11 bits. So दोनों का 2k क्रॉस 2k है and अगर कॉलम डिकोडिंग आपने 2k की करी तो एक ही बिट तो सिलेक्ट कर पाओगे आप. That is how it is organized.
अच्छा, okay, okay, okay.
है ना? So to read more bits, then you add more such pages. Okay. So for example, over here, how many pages are there? 1, 2. No, not 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have 4 such blocks. So block 0 to block 3 to be able to say that you have how many bits read? 16 bits read from here. Okay. So if you have 2-bit, then there are 2 pages, 4-bit, 4 pages, 8-bit, 8 pages. Are you able to see this? Okay. So we will stop here. We will continue from here in the next class. Is that okay? Because then we will go into exact access patterns. Logical organization or architecture basics we've done. We looked at the DRAM bit cell and we looked at the DRAM logical organization today. Is that okay? Any questions still here? Great. So we will have our project presentations on Monday evening, and we will meet on Tuesday morning next. Okay? All the best, guys.
Hello.
Yes, Anushri?
So about the first project presentation, actually we were expecting it on Saturday and 5 days ka like.
No, I told you it will be in that next week and the TAs will come back to you with the time. I said the Friday class will not happen. It could be in the Friday class, but the TAs may come back to you with a different time.
Can we have a 1 or 2 day extension?
Check with the TAs. This is entirely TA's prerogative about their availability.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I have no influence in this. Okay. You already knew that you will have a present. मैंने तो कहा था कि the week after midterm there will be a presentation. So you already got extra time from there, नहीं? नहीं तो presentation इस हफ्ते होनी थी. So let me stop the recording.
Sir, I have a question regarding project.
Yes, Gagandeep. So I'm stopping the recording. Those who want to leave can leave.